Opportunity to show you the different components of a beehive. This is an empty hive. I don't have any bees in here yet, and that's the perfect time to show you this. Now, on my setup here, this hive has been leveled so that it's level this way with approximately a 1 degree tilt towards the front. So any rainwater that comes in will drain out the front. This is the universal top along with a feeder jar. Now, I've chosen the feeder jar method of feeding. There's many ways, there's several different ways to feed, but I chose the feeder jar because it's the most simplistic, and I think simple is good. This gets filled with sugar water, and this top here has little holes in it, and when you turn it upside down it creates a vacuum, and the bees can come in through the hive and feed right off of this lid. It fits right into a hole here in the universal top. Next, I have two deep hive bodies, and this one is empty, but it'll be filled with frames like this bottom one. And this is filled with frames. These frames are where the bees actually live and produce. It's got a honeycomb pattern, and this is where they'll make their honeycomb. And in the comb they'll have, some will have eggs in them, and some will be filled with pollen, and some will be filled with nectar, which turns into the honey. Now, these spaces in between are very important because bees like a certain distance of space so that they can move from frame to frame. Anything that's too large, they're going to start filling in, and if it's too small, they can't get through. And they'll fill that in too. Beneath the hive bodies is the bottom board. And this is just the base. And this has been leveled up, very nice, with a 1 degree tilt to the front so rainwater comes out. Let me put this back together. It's very important that when you move these, you keep them squared up, because the bees will start filling in any gaps with propolis, and that'll make it very difficult to maneuver later on when you're working the hive. Another component that I'd like to that I need to show you is the entrance reducer. Now, this is a small piece of wood that fits in the entrance. It's got a small gouge cut out here for bees to come in and out. It has a larger one. Now, when the hive is matured and strong and it's warm out, you leave it open and the bees come in and out through the bottom here. But when I get my bees, I'm going to get a nucleus of bees, which is 5 frames of live brood, which is bees and egg cells and larva cells. The hive is considered to be weak at that time, and they'll be attacking wasps and bees that they're going to have to protect against. So if you put the entrance reducer in here, with just a small gap, they have a smaller area that they have to defend. Once they strengthen up, you make a larger gap because there'll be more activity of bees coming in and out. They need the space. And then once it's a strong hive and it's warm out, you remove it altogether. And that's the components to the hive.